Thank you so much, Bill Soteroff, for joining me, President of Keller Williams World Wide. How are you today?
Very well. Thank you for having me. Was very excited about this interview.
As was I, as was I. Well, I mean, obviously I know who you are because we've spoken and met numerous times out in the States as well. But perhaps you can just share, just for those that perhaps don't know who you are, just a little bit about who Bill Soteroff really is.
Well, Bill Soteroff is a husband, a father, now a grandfather of just 2 years today.
Wow, wow,
Um,
congratulations.
we're celebrating my granddaughter's birthday virtually on video this morning, so we're very happy about that. I am the president of Keller Williams World Wide, which means that we have 57 countries now. We've awarded 17 countries during the COVID era. Just the newest one was last week when we announced Switzerland. At the same time, we're developing independently owned and operated businesses in all of these different countries, the UK included. As we do this, we give training and education to people who want to run their own businesses, and in turn are able to award licenses for market centers and recruit agents. And then, of course, the agents list and sell property. The most important thing is that we're looking for entrepreneurs who can thrive in their own environment, in their own country. At the same time I'm doing all of this, I'm the OP, operating principal, for KW Canada. I am Canadian. I was born in Canada, although I left Canada many years ago and started working in the United States and then around the world. I worked in Europe for many years and then in the US, working for different entities until I found KW about 9 years ago. So my days are full of empowering entrepreneurs around the world.
Amazing.
That's a great line. I think I'm going to use that in the future.
You definitely should. I might use that as the caption for this very video. I love that. So you just mentioned that it was 9 years ago, obviously, that you found Keller Williams. So did you find Keller Williams or did Keller Williams find you?
I was trying to maneuver around that because it's always a humorous point with people that I work with and that know me. So the rest of that story, of course, is that I started working in as an estate agent in the real estate business with a company called Remax. And I started with them in 1994 in New England. And I moved to Europe and stayed with them and expanded Remax in Europe to 32 countries, more than 10,500 agents. And then I moved to Denver, Colorado, and became the worldwide executive vice president of Remax and ran 120 countries and all of the worldwide business in the United States and around the world. I was very happy with what I was doing. I was just a bloke, just living my life. I started to teach a course at the University of Colorado in Denver, Colorado, at the J.P. Morgan School of Business about being a corporate entrepreneur within the Remax system. We expanded around the world and we were looking for entrepreneurs, and it was a yin-yang tug of war between a corporation, a business, and an entrepreneur. So I taught that course for 2 years and I enjoyed it. And then one day I got a call from Gary Keller, who said, you know, I've seen some of the work that you've been doing. I've seen some of the actions and activities. Listen to what you've said. And you don't talk like you're a Remax person. You talk like you're a KW person. Of course, for the better part of a year, I didn't listen to that. In what we call lead gen, he called me every Tuesday and Thursday for a year. I used to pick up the phone. The phone would ring. I'd pick up the phone and say, "Hello, Gary," and you know, I knew it was him, and he was diligent, and he let him. You know, he explained what KW was and his dream for growing around the world. At that time, Keller Williams was only operating in Canada and the United States. They had made a decision until they became number one in the US, they would not expand around the world. So KW, Keller Williams, was very late to the game, meaning that Century 21, Coldwell Banker, ERA, Engel and Folkers, Remax had all expanded to different countries from Europe or from the United States, and KW had not. So
Wow.
later in my career, he proposed this opportunity to say, as this next chapter, would you like to steer, guide, and help develop this business around the world? The thing that I specialize in is finding the right people and matching them up with the dreams and desires of running your own business in your own country. What I tell people, and it's very interesting that I'm finally talking to somebody from Blighty, from the UK, is that I've been saying this for 20 odd years. I'm never going to go to a country, especially in Europe or Asia, the Middle East or South America, and teach people how to do real estate business or become estate agents. That's not going to happen. My phrase has been a little bit incorrectly, but I was trying to make a point that people in the UK and in England have been listing and selling property since 1066. There's nothing that America or a Canadian can teach anybody in the UK about listing and selling property. What we can teach, share, and mastermind is the development of running a small business on the high street or from your now in the COVID area from your own home, and being a really great, powerful estate agent with all the tools that are available in today's society. And that means developing a business for yourself. And what we want is and now have around the world, 57 countries with 187,000 entrepreneurs who are developing their own business, and we're empowering them. I smiled when I said empowering, because behind you have a poster that says ideas are worth noting, but it's a light bulb. And we all know that image of that light bulb turning on comes from that mentality of an experiment, an entrepreneur trying to do something differently, moving from the gas era to electricity, and the light bulb turns on. And we all love that, right? We all see it in cartoons and we see it in movies and different things. For me, it is that type of a situation where I'm talking to somebody and they say to me, well, I would rather be with a corporation. I would rather be with a company because it brings me security. And I thought that way as well.